from Eid in the Square 2022.
Well, isn't it fantastic after this awful pandemic to have people back in Trafalgar Square celebrating this really, really important festival? And the wonderful thing about Eid in the Square is not simply Muslims from London celebrating, but Muslims from across the country and around the world, but also non-Muslims as well. It's great to have, food, fashion. We've had recitation from the Quran. We've had people coming together, and it's just a fantastic day. But one of the things that we know is because of the pandemic, we have fewer people coming to central London. We're keen to encourage Londoners back to the centre, those from across the country back to London, but also those from across the globe to London as well. And so Let's Do London is going global. We're launching a massive 10 million tourism campaign in America. That kicks off next week in Times Square, New York, and we're really keen for people to come back to London. We need it economically, but also we need it because it's one of the reasons why we're so fantastic is because of the diversity of our city from across the globe. Well, listen, here in London, we always like doing things in style, and Eid in the Square is no different. And it's really important, though, we give the same respect to other religions as we do to, the big one, Christianity in this country, obviously. So I'm really proud to bring people together, and it's a good way to, bust myths and break down barriers about our religion, because we do, unfortunately, some people misunderstand the religion of Islam, and that's why it's really important.
We are at Eid in the Square 2022, which is an event by the Mayor of London to celebrate Eid in Trafalgar Square. I think it's a beautiful thing for the Muslim community, and I think for people in general. We have spent 2 years spending Ramadan and Eid without our families, a lot of us, and the fact that we can all get together and celebrate is beautiful.
I mean, yeah, it's a big deal because we usually spend Eid with our families, and we might not get a day off because it's not a national holiday. But this makes it feel like it is, Eid getting celebrated in Trafalgar Square. It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
It's amazing. I've only been here once, and obviously that was pre-COVID, and I did a talk, so this is very different because I'm doing a skit live on stage. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, 3 sketches, 2 never been seen before, so it's quite cool that the first time it is going to be seen is on stage. Hopefully we'll turn it into video as well, put it online for anyone who couldn't be here. So I hope it's a good response. I think they're hilarious, obviously.
I tell you what, after 2 years of being locked down and not being able to be with people for Ramadan and Eid, it feels phenomenal to be able to be back with everybody celebrating, the million Muslim Londoners, but everybody else who's also here to celebrate with us in Trafalgar Square. I cannot wait to be on stage and to share that joy with everybody. So I get the real privilege of being on stage to introduce and interview some Muslim heroes from across culture, literature, sports, healthcare and music. And I think it's going to be so thrilling for the audience to see the incredible range of Muslim talent we have in our communities and to be able to share their personal journeys with them. I'm really hoping that everyone's going to walk away with something that they can be inspired by and take into their own lives afterwards.
This is my second Naughty Boy Kitchen pop-up, but it's in collaboration with Spice Village and Suleiman. So here we have a lamb keema shepherd's pie, and here we have a vegetarian alternative, which is chickpeas and carrot, same shepherd's pie. And we have a papri chaat, which is a Spice Village classic.
So what you do is it's got chickpeas, potatoes, tomatoes, tamarind, sweet tangy sauce inside, and then you add some crisps and some yogurt on top. So it's a very favorite Pakistani dish, usually very popular during the month of Ramadan.
The crowd have exceeded my expectations. There have been so many people here in Trafalgar Square. It is wonderful to see the square buzzing with so many wonderful people. It has been really lively. There's been so many fun activities. It's just been a really great fun day out. So I'm really enjoying myself, and our Islamic Relief team are here in full force. They are handing out cakes, they are handing out sweets, they are encouraging people to take photos, and of course, most importantly, they are encouraging people to find out about the important causes that we work on, and we're sharing information about our work from all across the UK to places as far-flung as Afghanistan.
And we are here today for the Eid in the Square to representing University Institute in that event. And we are trying to showcase our courses and also some kind of Turkish culture in here. We have now small demos for the calligraphy, Ottoman calligraphy. We have some, again, illumination. And we also have paper marbling demos, and which very actually popular now. And so actually basically we are sharing what we have together, and very happy, and the crowd celebrating the Eid all together.
The thing is, for it to be such a big stage, because it's huge, like there's going to be thousands of people here, and it's just amazing because it's just the perfect audience for it. They're going to understand the jokes, they're going to understand what we go through, little things like asking for a day off for Eid. We all know how stressful that is, so it's just amazing to bring it to life and do a live performance. I'm buzzing. It was lovely. I bumped into a lot of people I haven't seen for years as well. It's the best feeling. It feels like Eid back home, you know that community feeling and the buzz and the excitement, and you can smell all the amazing food. It's just an amazing feeling. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, today I'm in Trafalgar Square, and I'm here as part of the Mayor's Eid celebrations, and I'm representing the Halalians, a comedy sketch group, and we've done a few online sketches, and we're preparing now for our live stage debut, so yeah, very excited to be here. In the Halalian sketches I play Gary, who is a rather inappropriate, culturally insensitive boss. And a lot of these sketches are based on the real experiences of the writers and friends of the writers. I think there's one that we're performing today which is based on one of your real-life experiences. And playing Gary is good fun because it's based on truth and the real experiences of Muslims in this country. And I think we can all learn from it whilst having a laugh at the same time. So it's been great fun to be a part of it.
So what we've been busy doing, for example, we're right here next to Amira doll, so I may as well start with her. So this is our first nasheed singing doll, so we're really excited about this. And the voice of our Amira doll is the wonderful Aicha Abdul Basit, and she's a huge YouTube sensation. She is from Abu Dhabi, and this doll actually took us 12 months in the making, from the time we started recording, you could say, to the time we finished and launched. So a lot of hard work gone into her, but we are really pleased. She's got 10 nasheeds, and what a great way to teach children about Islam, to teach children about how to love Allah and about the beauty of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then through these beautiful nasheeds. And I have to say, no instruments as well for those people that don't like instruments.
So I've just came back from Saudi Arabia about 3 weeks ago. And I've entered one of the largest, it was the largest competition in the world, the Quran competition. There was 80,000 competitors around the world. I was representing UK, Britain. Alhamdulillah, I came second place out of 80,000 people. And it's a proud moment for me, my family, and my country as well, being born and bred in UK. And alhamdulillah, it was an amazing experience, and an experience for myself as well. The love for the Quran, when I was at the age of 8, my mother, she taught me first, and then my grandfather, may Allah bless his soul, Muhammad Karmoon, he used to teach me the Quran and teach me the recitation of the Quran and how to recite it, and he built that extra love in my heart for the Quran. So since the age of 8 I've been reciting, alhamdulillah, I've carried on, and it's part of my life now.
WOW Creative Arts is the world's first Muslim creative arts school. We teach drama, poetry and arts. Today we're here at the Eid in the Square, at Trafalgar Square, and it's an absolutely amazing energy. Our space is packed. We have a host of workshops throughout the day. We've just had calligraphy, followed by storytelling, poetry. We have live performances by our own students at 2:30, and they're doing their own monologues, drama. It's an amazing energy, an amazing vibe. And it's so lovely to see Muslims come out and kind of celebrate all of us and the contributions that we have inputted into society. And the WOW Creative Arts Space is zone, I should say, that's what it's called. It's really well. And we have a community mural space as well, where everyone is writing down their what they're grateful for and just signing it. So you guys have to sign it too.
Well, it's great to be here. I mean, it's the 17th Eid in the Square. I'm a representative on the Community Advisory Group, so it's an honor to be back here after 2 years of not being able to have Eid in the Square. So I'm here as part of that, and I'm here to enjoy the festivities with thousands of people from across the country. Well, it brings back so many amazing memories. You know, obviously we had a historic event here, as you say, the largest open iftar in Trafalgar Square, one of the most popular public squares in the world. So it's great to be back here in just over a week to experience something different, to celebrate Eid, of course, after Ramadan. It's a lot more busier, I must say. I don't think we'll be able to arrange something like this for open iftar. We prefer the organized rows where we see people, but it's really difficult to walk around. But that just shows how many people have been waiting for this sort of event. Again, after 2 years not being able to arrange something like this, it's amazing to have so many people smiling and gathering again.
And we're down in Trafalgar Square at Eid in the Square, and we're doing actually bite-sized tour looking at Muslim connections in Trafalgar Square. Now, who would imagine that? You can have a tour in Trafalgar Square? Yes, you can. For example, what does Trafalgar mean? That actually means Trafalgar, the edge of the cave. And Trafalgar Square was named after a famous battle which was called the Battle of Trafalgar. So in origin, the world's famous square is actually Arabic in origin. But who would know that? You also find, we have the Metropolitan Police over here today, and we've included them into the tour as well. And we discuss who the first Muslim police officer was in London or in the Metropolitan Police. And that's something that even the police officers themselves don't know today.